5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turntables activated. Get ready.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world.
You can talk about us, but you can't talk without us. Phenomenal radio. We are what radio should be. You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think?
Holy where'd you find this?
You're locked into the #1 online radio station.
Here we go!
It's not that your radio sounds strange. You just found a station that plays what you like.
Phenomenal radio.
Radio just got a lot more fun. Thanks for listening.
Phenomenal Radio, PhenomRadio.com, the most versatile hip-hop station in the world, where we've been taking the power of the industry and putting it in the hands of the independent over 15 years, right at 20. Definitely in here. This is Global Audio Forensics. We got a special guest with us on tonight. Tap in with us. Hashtag the 1000 Network on any social media platform. Hashtag Indie Advancement. Those are a couple starts, a couple tools you can find us. But plug in with us again. I am at Slate Stone Music. This is Global Audio Forensics in here with a special guest and my brother, Dick James. What's going on? Introduce our guest. What's good with you?
Peace and love and life, family, to everybody that's signing in with us. You guys, please excuse me. I'm on the road traveling to my event that's coming up in the next 30 minutes. However, we're honored to have, the Nation of God's liberation music, man,
Yes, sir.
lyrical battle rapper, and today a modern music phenom. I mean, because he's not just a battle rapper, he's a lyricist, and his music is inspirational. It inspires the people. And he goes by the name of the one and only demigod, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
More.
Islam, more. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate being here. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in, audio forensics. That's what it is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, Demigod, for tapping in with us. Y'all make sure y'all search Demigod right now on any search engine. Hashtag it, DEMEGOD. Definitely on your favorite social media platforms. But my brother, when did music become a part of your life, and when did you start on the path?
Music became a part of my life probably like at the age of like 12. My cousin came to me in Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn. I was into poetry, so I used to write poetry. I was a poetry writer. My mother had friends who had a newspaper in Harlem that was very popular, was circulating through Harlem. It was the Harlem Journal, and they had the poetry corner. So they basically, I had wrote one poem for them, and then they loved that poem so much, they was like, yo, we're going to just open the poetry corner up for you every month. So that gave me the enthusiasm. And then I had my grandmother, she was like, read newspapers. So words in English and that word vocabulary, linguistics, all of that was like my top thing because of that influence of reading newspapers for grandma when I was young and then writing poetry. I was 9 years old. So you could tell I'm getting a little bit of money, putting it in the savings, you know what I'm saying, just for writing poetry. And then my cousin came to me and he like, yo, I'm doing this rapping thing. And I'm like, you doing this rapping thing? So let me hear what you doing. So he let me hear what he was doing. And that right there was like everything right there was over.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. So with the rapping thing, man, when did you learn to distinguish what an MC was and a lyricist versus a rapper? And then where would you classify yourself as far as that, the rap and the hip hop genre? MC, lyricist, God MC. And no, I
was about 13 when I figured out the difference between popcorn rap, mainstream rap, and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And MCing, because MCs is just the master of ceremony, really, in all originality. It came from the brothers who, because the DJs started the movement. MCs came later, you know what I'm saying? The rappers came later. But the MCs were generally the hype men who got the party moving and said like six bar catchy things to get the party going, you know what I'm saying? And then that transformed into actual verses and actual rapping. And then of course when mainstream took it over, then MC turned into, all right, you just a rapper, you not MCing no more. You making popcorn rap for the mainstream. So it was about 13 years old. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
sir.
for me though, right? For me, I would say I'm the God MC because I'm a rapper and I'm an MC and I'm a battle rapper and I'm a lyricist. So all those is titles. That's all in all different separate categories of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same thing.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Big
And you're
James, you got
conscious.
something?
Yeah, and you're conscious. So that's where the God MC come from.
Indeed, so
Somebody got to pick up the torch. Rakim ain't the God no more
exactly.
because
Yo,
he's
you
not
know what? You know
practicing.
what's? I think it's gonna be. I see a lot of dope conscious artists too online. And my next projects, when I get my next budgets and my next projects together and all that, I'm gonna be seeking to work with the people I've been having my eye on, a few dope conscious artists out there. And I think within the next 5 years, we're gonna see a lot of turmoil in our social political atmosphere, and that's gonna fuel the fire for more conscious trap, conscious drill, and conscious rap.
Without question, we are definitely in that time and that era. It's
Indeed, so
re-emerging, and it is the epitome of what it has always been. We as a people collectively have been the soundtrack to history, whether it's the past, whether it's the present, or whether it's going forward. And the music that inspires me that you make, that's what it reminds me of.
oh
The poor
man,
righteous teachers, Brother Jay and what's the X Clan and Public Enemy. I mean, because that was the music that awakened us and enlightened us. And also, I'm gonna forsake of a term that we all are familiar with. I'm gonna use pride, because that term pride will get us caught up sometimes, foolish pride. But no, it gave us something that we felt good enough to identify with. And when I hear that music you got, that's what I'm hearing. And then seeing you, you know what I'm saying, rocking the uniform and the attire, it makes me want to bring you to the forefront because our people need enlightenment and they need to be able to get that enlightenment from not just the elders. They need to get it from the youth too because intelligence is throughout our whole ethnic background.
facts.
The youth, we've been around and we've witnessed directly, indirectly, and we've received the seeds and the jewels from the elders directly. Like right now with our brother, right now with our baby boy right there, nephew. He's
Facts.
soaking everything we talking about up right now. Whether he even realizes it or not, because that's what our brains are, they sponges.
They
And later
sponges
on in life, when
subconsciously.
come on, bro, come on, come on, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You got people that still blind, don't even know what it means when they see someone of their own kind wearing what you're wearing. Spread a little light on that. Shine some insight on. Talk to the people. Let them know who we are. who you are?
Well, to be in your proper persona is to be who your ancestors were. So they have grafted us into these commercialized identities that basically rip us from our ancestral inheritance of this land and other lands as well, because there's Moorish architecture in every land around the world. So that means there was Moors all around the world building this joint up. So there is no such thing as a black or African American. Those are social constructs. Those constructs have been put together to take you away from who your ancestors were. There is no black land. There is no black nation. There is no black embassy. There is no African American embassy. There's no African American land. There's no African American government. So that right there puts you in limbo when you attach yourself on government documents like the DMV document and the voters' rights document and any other state or city or private corporation document where they ask you for your name, social security number, address, and phone number. And then they ask you, what are you? Are you black, white, African American, Spanish? All of those are social constructs. None of those titles attach people to who they originally are. Even the Europeans know that white is a color and it's not a race. Those people are Caucasians, Albions, or Europeans, whichever name you choose to call them. But we in America tend to live in illusions. We tend to want to live off of what we heard and what the TV said. And if Webster said it or Google said it, God said it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even put no effort into doing no real research and background checking everything that's being force-fed to us at every point in time. So if we go back to our original political status around the world, all nations have peace treaties and have documents with our ancestors that say Moors, whether it's M-U-U-R or M-M-M-O-O-R. I was an Israelite for 10 years. So I try to tell my Israelite brothers, that's a faith. That's a religion. That's not a political status. You understand? So they wasn't going around the world saying, oh, I'm an Israelite. That's not a political status. If you're an Israelite, that means you practice Judaism. That means you come from the bloodline of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Jacob is who God named Israel. And that's where the Israel come from. So you know what I'm saying? I had a debate with an Israelite, and I'm like, yo, Israelite isn't in the Bible at all. Where y'all get that from? It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a mindset, and it has to do with your spiritual faith. Being a Moor doesn't have nothing to do with your spiritual faith, but it has everything to do with your spiritual faith. So let me tell you how it's a double-edged sword. Being a Moor is your descendant. It's your bloodline. Who did you descend from? You had Christian Moors. You had Muslim Moors. You had Buddhist Moors. Buddha was a Moor. They depict Buddha in a gold, overweight. But what KRS-One brought it up. What you see in Buddha's head? Naps. Locks. Asians can't lock their head like that. So who was Buddha actually? Buddha was a melanated, dark-skinned man. So that's why in Moorish science, we follow the 4 prophets for the 4 directions and for the 4 seasons. Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, Yahshua. Each one brought a superpower. Yahshua brought love. Muhammad brought discipline. Confucius brought the chi and kung fu with Bruce Lee mastered, right? And then Buddha brought enlightenment, detachment. So you won't get hurt from the things that's going on in the world. If you study Buddha, Buddha brought that type of science to you. He teaches you how to move about the world without being emotionally attached to what's happening to you or around you, so you don't get sucked into a karmic cycle. So this is what Morris science encapsulates. So it's not really about a religion. You could be atheist and be more, or be a more, because another fallacy, another falsehood I want to bring up real quick. People think when we say we Moorish Americans, we claiming to be North Africans who conquered Europe in 711 AD. That's absolutely false. Those are our brothers. Those are our kinfolk. Yes, we had an empire.
They're the
See,
dirty Moors. Absolutely.
an empire is many nations under one empire. That's what creates an empire. That's the only way you can have a Persian empire, a Roman empire, or a Kemetic empire. Well, guess what? The Kemetic empire turned into the Moorish empire. That empire stretched from Egypt to California, not Egypt to Ghana, what they make you believe. You understand? So we got to know and understand that the people that was here, Abu Bukhari, Mansa Musa's brother, he gave Mansa Musa the throne because he wanted to travel. Where do you think he traveled to? And when he traveled with 1,000 ships.
To go civilize the
1,000
other parts of
ships.
the world. To go feed the other parts of the world that was in starvation and things of that nature.
But also, one of the stories that comes back is Abu Bukhari never comes back to Africa. He stays in America. And guess what? Other travelers who come after Abu Bukhari, they say there's parts of America that mimic Mali. The same monuments and structures that was in Mali was in America.
First,
we got more pyramids than Africa. We got more waterways than Africa. America, and from our lessons, I'm gonna tell you a secret. America's the true old world, man. America, Lucy Bones is not the oldest bones found. The oldest bones found is right here in America.
Absolutely.
The oldest settlements is right here in America, up and down the Mississippi River. The mound builders. The mound builders is our ancestors.
Absolutely. That's our birth civilization, and that is where I come from, but by way of my mother, my mother's mother, my mother's mother's mother, and my grandfather, who is Haitian. And my grandmothers and my mothers and great grandmothers, Choctaw.
Facts. That's what I am. I'm Blackfoot,
I know.
Cherokee, and Choctaw.
Yes. Same thing with Doc Stone.
Facts.
It's part of why we are able to build with each other without even realizing how important it is for us to do it. We do it effortlessly.
Indeed so.
We were drawn to you, and I really wanted you on this platform so we could build, because I learned Islam 30 years ago by way of a beautiful woman that I was introduced when I got sent to the war. The first person that I came in contact that I could trust was a Muslim woman, and that's how I got introduced to Islam. I was just turning 18 years old.
Wow.
My brother's Islam, fruit of Islam. So I'm like, yo, this is family right here. We got to bring Demi on here, baby, because it's not just about the music. It's about their identity, the nationality.
Identity.
Yes.
See, people will hear my music, right? And cause I'm still Goonie. I'm still, you know what I mean? But I transmute that for something positive, because every nation needs generals, right? Every nation
Absolutely.
needs a Marines. Every
Absolutely.
nation needs an army. So even though I'm overly masculine, my over masculinity is for a purpose. In a nation,
Protection.
I would be a general or corporal or colonel. You
Absolutely.
understand? So,
Yeah.
so to transmute that energy for my people, because we need that. We need that. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that Malcolm X vibe. You know
Yes,
what I'm
we
saying?
do.
Without being scared, because you know, people in the community tell me like, yo, we see what you're doing, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. And I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. You feel me? Don't worry
Right.
about it. Because
Right.
listen, you don't want to martyr nobody.
Right.
Allah works in mysterious ways. So they know that. So they know, damn, if we hit him, he gonna spread to 1,000 others. And just let
Absolutely.
him rock. Just let him rock. Because they watching. You best
Right.
believe Big Brother's always watching. Don't never be slipping and think that Big Brother ain't watching. Just because you being positive. Because it's the
Right.
negative people online you see got thousands of views. Like, they got
Right.
way more views than me. And sometimes I'll be going through, I'll be like, they let them rock because they pumping that ignorant stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm
Part of the
saying?
agenda. Yes. The distraction.
That's what it is, man. That's
No
what it
diggity,
is.
no doubt. We about to get into your music. It's time. The conversation. It is what it's supposed to be. It raises vibrations of those who are listening and paying attention for growth and development. Because that's what this is about. That's why we're phenomenal. Because we don't just do music. We bring conversation and enlightenment. And it's open to any and everybody who comes with a peaceful nature and spirit and peaceful character and open-minded to the jurisdiction of who we are. So shout out to
Islam.
you, loved one.
Islam.
Doc
Yeah,
Stone gonna give us something nice to listen to.
indeed. Demigod on the line on the Matrix right now. Global Audio Forensics, and it sounds something like this.
The most versatile hip hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal Radio.
We are what radio should be.
I'm the big homie. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Low key parolee, ODing off OG. G status high. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Been in the club throwing trap money. Small weights on a bad honey. Bozo looking mad funny. Sent the missile, crash dummy. Watch your mouth, never ask for me. Little niggas been shooting for me. Most of them don't even know me. Big homies, big homies. Team of baddies boosting for me. In the store, rooting for me. Dior, got the sauce. Even broad, shooting for me. To the 9, 2 lines from Utica and Montgomery. This that BK crime, I'm the one that got them blind. Big homies, big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Fresh out the coop, baddie dancing on me, acting like she know me. Like, ain't you the big homie? Big homies, big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. But the ops know me. Mozzie in the Mozzie. His sister Trish, she know me. Big homies, big homie. We ain't the same, little homie. My ops is rich. Don't make me G-check your shit. Foreign V, hit the strip, bending it. That's not gangster if I don't sanction it. I call shots from skyscrapers, it came from the top. Guard a ghost, cause the ops be the pigs on the post. I ain't my grand, Lion of Sam, trying to get me pop smoke. I could start a war on the streets or behind the wall. Call and tell them more. I put $1 million on my own head, got $1 million on my own head. Who do it and whoever was with it, be all dead. We can get the city shaking. I'm the big homies, big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Fresh out the coop, baddie dancing on me, acting like she know me. Like, ain't you the big homie? Big homies, big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. But the ops know me. Mozzie in the Mozzie. His sister Trish, she know me. Big homies, big homie. money. Yeah, demigod.
Global Audio Forensics. We just heard Demigod live on the mic in the Matrix on the line. Tell us about that record, man. How'd it come about? Who produced it? What's going on with it?
That's one of my favorite joints right there. That joint knock, you heard?
Yeah.
Nah, that joint right there, the big homie. That's it's produced by one of my little homies from the Ville. You know what I'm saying? And I did the joint because I'm a big believer that big homies, goons regulate goons, older guards, OGs, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? The real right ones, you know what I mean? Not the ones that ratted, not the ones that, you know what I'm saying, did so much in the community that people don't even want them in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones like me. Right. You know what I mean? The ones that's out there doing something that don't get no light, that don't get no, you know, they shadow ban my Instagrams and my social media, those brothers. Because those brothers that's out there that's really doing something, that's really in the community, not the brothers that's online. Right. I'm not taking nothing away from the brothers that's online doing what they do. I'm talking about big homies is the brothers that's out there on the front lines. Right. You know what I'm saying? The front lines. With them little wild ones. Them used to do. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So the big homie needed to be established just within all communities, as well as me establishing myself in my own community as the big homie. So that's why I did the record. And you can see in the record, I'm checking shorty. I'm talking that talk, but I'm talking that talk, but I'm pulling him up, raising her vibrations. Exactly. Like, yo, listen, my ops is rich. Like, what we doing? Like, we on two different playing fields. I'm trying to bring you over here so you can see who the real ops is. Right. Because those is not your ops. Feel me? Yeah. The real ops is out there. You feel me? So the big homie is a big joint. You know what I mean? It's a big joint.
Yes, sir, man. I definitely was rocking with it, was vibing with it, man, and I appreciate you breaking it down. We're gonna jump into this next record. All right. Talk about it. Sounds something like this.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal
We ain't
Radio.
talking to Emmanuel Lewis either, motherfucker.
We are what radio should be.
All black, everything black, everything black, everything black. 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 I'm playing chess with a black piece move first. I'm shooting pool with an all black cue. Last ball you gotta knock off is white or you lose. All black world, black city and state. Statue of Liberty with an all black face. Black bezel, my nizzle just caught a case. Conspiracy trying to beat the black Bill Gates. All black jail, black male when he white. With a prison population's 90% white. Black iPads, demigod playlist. Black Hollywood, where the A-list, the blacklist. It's like Prince Hall in the black house. I'm a blacksmith when I pull a hammer out. My black goddess Yoni's like the black hole. I get behind her and give her the black mamba. That black anaconda, that's that black power. All black, everything black. Everything black, everything black. All black, everything black. Everything black, everything black. All black bank, I got all black bills. Bob Marley face on $100 bills. Malcolm on 50s, Martin on 20s, Michael Jackson on 10s. I got all black money, Selassie on 5, Obama on the dollar. All black mansion, matching rock wallers. All black everything black, everything black, everything black. Black Jesus in the black robe, like a black pope in the catacombs under the city of black Rome. Black mass, worshiping the black calf. Priest take offerings, thieves in black masks, black nuns twerking in the black church, black Madonna with a black Birkin purse, black honeymoon on beach with black sands, one set of footprints as we walk holding hands, pitch black room, I'ma make her say my name, hot black sex like the Chronicles of Zane, when I bust, she impregnant with the pain, love making, creating black magic, nails painted black, digging in my back, 9 months later she in labor with the work, pull up at the hospital, all black hearse, all black everything, everything black, everything black, everything black, all black everything, everything black, everything black, everything black. Asiatic malls, you gotta be in your proper persona, calling yourselves black, casting spells on yourselves. The only thing that could be black is a thing. There's no such thing as black people. Black is a social construct, pronoun or adjective, man. Wake up. Third eye shit.
Global audio forensics, all black, everything, everything black, everything black, everything black. Yeah.
Right.
Well, my little one was over here singing it, singing the yeah, what's up,
See?
man?
See what
That's
I'm
when
talking
you
about?
know. That's when you know you got one right there when the little one is sitting there.
Right.
Yeah.
When
That's
them
a
babies
fact.
just voluntarily do that.
Yeah, man. I was definitely vibing with it, man. Demigod, I want to say, man, straight up, brother to brother, man. I appreciate you sharing the jewels, knowledge, some of your journey, your path, your music.
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to pushing you with our machine. I know Dick James got some stuff in the works on the background for it. And just stay on the journey, bro. Keep shining that light as we was talking about earlier, man. And you doing what you're supposed to do, brother. You know what I mean? And that's what we need, man. So,
I appreciate that, brother. That's a fact.
yeah, sir.
And it's all official. It's a lot of agents out there, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people you think is for the community, they agents. And you could tell if you look real closely, you could tell who's the agents, man. I took the path less traveled, man.
Yes, sir.
I took the path left traveled, man. That's why it took me to right now to be to where I'm at right now, this mind state. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't always demigod. I was danger at one point.
Yeah, that's how we all were. You know, we have to arrive, bro.
Gotta arrive. You know what I'm saying? That's a
that
testament.
Yes,
That's a testament. Testament, man. Audio forensics. I can't wait to do some. We need to do some real live events though.
That's
like
what
we
it's
need
about.
to do some speaking events.
Yeah.
Like we need to put I come to y'all cities, whatever. We bring the malls to your cities or whatever. We speak, we
bring
mix
you to
in.
Texas.
You know
With
it'd be
Islam,
dope.
the fruit.
You know it'd be dope if we could. I was doing it. I did a couple in New York, but we could do it in you know where y'all are at, edutainment, where it's lectures and performances and combining. So you got like KRS-One speaking and then a performance and then probably a spoken word and then a lecture and then a performance. So it's entertainment with education at the same time. Let's do it. I'm with it. It could be lit.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with that.
Yeah,
100.
we're gonna make it happen.
Real talk.
We're speaking into existence right now.
That's a fact.
Sir.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I think that's a good idea. And I think that'll give the incentive to the community to be able to come out. And that type of vibe, that's not like a shoot 'em up or fighting each other vibe. KRS-One speaking, or you know what I'm saying, Dead Prez speaking, or something like that. We could come together and do it. I could touch anybody. We put our money together. We could touch anybody. Professor X, Chuck D. These are the people we want to come speak that we know got a little influence, but they neutral.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? They neutral.
Sir.
And you could tell they neutral by where their bank accounts is at.
Right.
That I'm gonna give you a clue. Their agents' bank accounts is on swole.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because they at work
they
getting
get
paid.
paid for the script. You know what I mean? Yeah. That part.
That part.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
long, more. It's
All day, every
long.
day. Yes, sir. All right, we want you to give your social media out, your website to the listeners.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
go ahead
Tap in with me. Official Demigod. All platforms. Official DEMEGOD. YouTube is backwards, though. It's Demigod Official DEMEGOD. I just dropped 2 books. If God Could Rap, Rhythm and Poetry on Amazon by Hafiz Bey. That's my pseudo writer's name. And then my second book is Polygamy More Wet, where I give spiritual guidance on spiritual polygamy. So you could tap into that too. Demetrius Saifullah Bey, CalifiaMedia.com. She'll kill me if I don't say it. Califia Media, CALIFA media.com. You could get the book. It's other books up there, like The Torch. Kush Day got his book up there, The Moors. This is our time. This is definitely our time. The Muslim brothers had it. The Guards had the hip-hop. Now it's the Moors. Trust me. Islam, more. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna fade out with this last record. Stone, you got anything you want to say to him before we get?
Nah, man, just stay doing what you're doing. We gonna run one of these records back, man, and end it off, man. We
That's a fact, man.
Brother. Salute, man. Yes, sir.
Islam, fam.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal Radio.
We are what radio should be.
I'm the big homie. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Just get 10 for the grip. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Low-key parolee, ODing off OG. G-status high, that's why these little niggas don't know me. In the club, don't trap money. Small weights on a bad honey. Bozo looking mad funny. Sent the missile, crash dummy. Watch your mouth, never ask for me. Little niggas been shoot for me. Most of them don't even know me. Big homies. Team of baddies boosting for me. In the store, rooting for me. Dior, got the sauce. Even broad, shooting for me. To the 9, 2 lines from Utica and Montgomery. This that BK grime, I'm the one that got them blind. Big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Fresh out the coop, baddie dancing on me. Acting like she know me. Like, ain't you the big homie? Big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. But the ops know me. Mozzie in the Mozzie. This sister Trishy know me. Big homie. We ain't the same, little homie. My ops is rich. Don't make me G-check your shit. Foreign V. Hit the strip, bending it. That's not gangster if I don't sanction it. I call shots from skyscrapers. It came from the top. Guard a ghost, cause the ops be the pigs on the post. I am a grand lion of Sam trying to get me pop smoke. I could start a war on the streets or behind the wall. Call and tell them more. I put $1 million on my own head. Got $1 million on my own head. Who do it and whoever was with it be all dead. We can get the city shaking. I'm the big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Fresh out the coop, baddie dancing on me. Acting like she know me. Like, ain't you the big homie? Big homie. That's why these little dudes don't know me. Just did 10 for the grip. That's why these little dudes don't know me. But the ops know me. Mozzie in the Mozzie. Your sister Trishy know me. Big homie. Yeah, Demigod.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal Radio.